Hi, 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 everyone. Goddess of Radical Self-Love from Mecca. Make everyone count always. We are a support network for radical self-love and self-care with focused attention on caregivers and care receivers. When our most vulnerable population, care receivers, and those who care for them, caregivers, feel supported and valued, we all can rest assured that we will feel supported and valued as well. So today is walk walk and roll away Wednesday. I can't even say it now. Yes, I had quite the night last night. Interesting night it was. And my walk and roll away for myself. The divine definitely led me to specifications for myself. Since I did not know for sure what I was going to walk and roll away from, I had quite a few ideas, but we'll go over them after we hear from our friend Neil Donald Walsh and Meditations from Conversations with God. You are evolving. You are becoming. And you are using your relationship with everything to decide what you are becoming. This is the job you came here to do. This is the joy of creating self, of knowing self, of becoming consciously what you wish to be. Again, spot on with our concept today, at least mine. So, I'm definitely walking and rolling away from self-doubt. Rolling away, rolling if you need assistance in mobility, but it's all really so. As you can tell, possibly my energy is quite low today. Since I've shared with you guys, honestly, from the beginning, I will, how do I explain this? So, when I walked and rolled away from hermit mode and rigidity, I met some new friends. Yes. And, well, luckily in the last couple years, I was gifted with the ability, I guess, for others to have to tell me who they really are and their true intentions. Like, it used to be a very, it used to be a thing where I could just tell. So intuition-wise, I could just tell, but it could be years before I would find out who somebody really was. So it could put me in a lot of really bad situations. I still do have the intuition. However, I don't always listen. Yes, I know it's surprising, right? Since I do and are able to have these conversations with my higher self, for some reason, I do not always listen. I'm sure this is not only me, as we all know that we could have said so many times, my gut instinct told me X, Y, and Z, and I didn't listen, right? Well, this time, I was definitely told, and I was like, well, I'm having fun, right? We'll see. We'll see how it goes. And I guess there's some things that, sorry, my lip hurts. So, there's some things that I wasn't quite aware of. I mean, I've heard of, or I didn't really understand, and I never gave it much thought to do any investigation until last night. So, one of my new friends explained to me that they were a sadist. Now, I'd have no reason to know what that means or look that up prior to this, I guess. And yes, I have read 50 Shades of Grey. This is not what we're talking about. I guess on the, very surface level possibly, but there's a lot more to it. And you all know that as the goddess of radical self-love and with Mecca, make everyone count always, I'm all about love. I am a healer. People come to me to be healed. However, there are people, some human beings on this planet who do not wish to be healed and wish to and derive pleasure from hurting others and seeing others in pain and humiliating them. And there are also those who enjoy this, being humiliated, or I guess they would be called the submissive. I am not a submissive. I do not derive pleasure from being in pain or inflicting pain. No, I'm kind of a wuss, okay? I don't like to be in pain. And I don't like to see others in pain. I never have. So, I was told a while ago, that we are basically in a spiritual war. And I don't really talk about it, sorry, very often because, well, I don't know if it's something that's, necessarily going to have people wanting to get really involved with Mecca if I'm talking about the spiritual war that's going on, but it is needed to be talked about now, as I've been told. So, I have been blessed with earth angels and guardians who, have talked to me about how close things are becoming with, the company gaining speed and ground, and also the snake that never sheds, and that, the darkness would like to slow that progression or stop it completely. And by presenting individuals who may confuse me, that might be one of the best ways to do it. Or, having things come into my dream state to remind me where I used to be. But, so I had to look up this sadist because the individual was having an issue telling me, even though they were quite excited about the fact that they are. So I'm not sure if they realize all of the fact that, it used to be in, it used to actually be a, in the DSM as a personality disorder. So, but I'll read you a little of what I found. I have definitely a few different sites, but I thought this at hxbenefit.com / sadistic personality disorder. Yeah, personality disorder. And it's interesting because I had 2 different ones, and at the same time. So after I I was like, no, you can't really be this way. Like it's all just like kind of you know, a protection mode, blah blah blah. No. Well, I ended up crying because I do feel bad for them actually. And you know, that I ended up putting myself in that position of when I didn't have to. So that's why the Walk and Roll Away Wednesday is, no more self-doubt. Like, I'm going to actually listen and follow for every part of my life, not just Mecca, but, you all, I need to be, I need to be fully healthy and not putting myself in situations that would be anything less than. And it wasn't like I wasn't in a bedroom or anything. This happened in like public. So, yeah, it was interesting because I had to leave and it was late and it was snowing and dark out, and I had ridden in the car with the person. Luckily, I was close to home, but not that close. And I was like in heels and a dress and walking home. Yeah. And I call a friend who does not give me support, but instead lets me also know who they are, and pretty much is the same person as the one I was just walking away from. So, I mean, taking somebody when they're like in a vulnerable state or at least upset, it's probably not a good idea to start, saying things that could hurt their feelings and making them feel worse, I guess. But so yeah, that happened last night. But it led me to, like Neil Donald Walsh said, we're growing every day and changing every day. So I value my lessons, from last night. And yeah, maybe I do want to just be a boring person. Like, I don't need to like have fun like this. So I'll go over what this is. This sadistic personality disorder. What is a sadist? What is a sadistic? Sorry, they kept saying I'm a sadist. That's why I'm keep on saying it like that. But what is sadistic personality disorder? Sadistic personality disorder can be defined as a type of personality disorder in which an affected individual inflicts sadistic, cruel, manipulative, aggressive, and demeaning behavior on others. Violence and abusiveness are the hallmarks of the social relationships of a sadist. Such people lack empathy and concern for other individuals and derive pleasure by hurting or humiliating others. Similarities have been observed between the sadistic personality disorder and the more aggressive variants of antisocial personality disorder. However, antisocial personality disorders do not normally hurt other people just for fun. So, what is sadism? It involves experiencing pleasure from watching others undergo discomfort or pain. And they definitely let me know that that's what they want to do. And obviously, if any of you know who I am, or you've been watching our show long enough, you know that, like, it literally rocked me to the core. Like, you really want to hurt people? Like, you really want to see somebody else in pain? I just didn't understand it, but yeah. The appointed process theory illustrates the way by which these individuals not only act sadistically, but are also take great satisfaction in performing sadistic acts. Individuals having sadistic personalities can display recurrent episodes of aggression and cruel behavior. Sadism can also involve using emotional cruelty, manipulating others through tactical use of fear, as well as long-standing preoccupation with violence. So I'll leave that in the description. I have to go to a meeting. So anyway, so that is my walk and roll away Wednesday for you all, so that I can let go of doubt. Yes. And listen to my intuition and my higher self guiding me and helping me along the path, instead of, you know, choosing to be put in situations that are useless. So if you're not out and about helping with Mecca, or loving on yourself, or loving on others, then do not come in my space. Okay. So I will do a meditation tonight for, since we don't have time to do it today, I'm going to do, like, I am pretty sure just a full body cleanse, or maybe a heart chakra healing. And like I kind of feel like injured. So maybe, yeah, we'll just concentrate on the heart chakra. And I know a couple of my friends that need it too. So yes, I love you all. Have a beautiful walk and roll away Wednesday. And I look forward to hearing any of your comments about what you're walking and rolling away from as well. I would love to hear that. Please and thank you. Thank you so much for your likes and your shares. Yes, so you can share our community with others, especially caregivers and care receivers. So, mwah, 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 mwah. Yes, healthy living. Healthy. Love you all. Ta-ta.